Like, nah, I'm just a freshman, man. I'm just my second semester.
20 years old. You know I gotta do it. What's your real name?
Robert V. Batts Jr.
Robert V. Batts.
Yeah. My middle name is Valentino. I like saying it all the time. But yeah, it's
That's
Junior.
a cool middle name.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. What's the last one right now? Because I'm gonna start it off as writing like about you, and then get into the unsigned artist versus independent artist.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take it from your perspective, basically.
All right.
Okay. What's something else I could ask? Shit. Okay. Well, let's get back on the artist.
All right.
Let's get back on that. Okay. So, you being here at MTSU, you're a freshman. Obviously, you see a lot of things that are going on.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to just music in general,
Yeah.
you have a lot of different music that's here at MTSU. You have people who do rap, people who do rock, people who do all sorts of things. What is your goal as far as an artist when it comes to doing music here at MTSU? Do you want it to be like you be known around campus, or do you want it to be a bigger and wider audience?
I mean, yeah, I'd say a bigger and wider because it's not really like just rappers or whatever I want to deal with, not just R&B singers I want to deal with, not just rock. It's like I want to make my own, genre. I want to make my own, with those combined. And I feel like there'll be real music, because rap kind of done got soft, rock still the same, and R&B just smooth and it can touch your soul and be slow sometimes. And I be feeling like, I can make some real good music if these people will work with each other. So yeah, I say I want it to be wide because I want it to be bigger than just the campus. But I will start from the campus because that's how I get big.
Yeah.
Because no one here is from the exact same street. Well, some people probably are. But it's just like it's so many people. Talk to this person, let them hear your music. Oh, I like this. I'm sending it to my brother in Virginia. Bam, you're spreading over there. Then same thing, somebody brothers, sisters in Washington. So yeah, I love to start from the campus, but that's usually how we get bigger. But, yeah, I like to start from campus, but I ultimately want it bigger, wider than just campus.
Okay, so here goes my next question: unsigned artists versus independent artists. From what you've seen, which one are like more hungry? Which one are like They're ready to get on the scene?
It's crazy, this answer to me. The unsigned artists actually are, but it's the funny type of hungry. It's the type of hungry that they'll lay on the couch and be like, Mom, I'm so hungry, would you give me something to eat? They that type of hungry. Like, they really want it, but they just don't want to get it. They want it, but they don't want to work towards getting it. But the independent artists, they hungry, but they act on it. And the independent artists are a little more left-brained. But they mostly right-brained, but they use more their left brain than the unsigned artists. Cause they're like, I can't get this exposure, if I don't, get it,
Yeah.
I can't just be like, man, I want this so bad, man, you can want it all you want, it's not gonna come unless you get it. So, yeah, the unsigned artists are hungrier than the independent artists, but they don't want to get it. That's all. They don't want to get it.
So the independent artists work harder, but the unsigned artists are more hungry.
Yep. That's exactly what it is.
I didn't really know that.
That's what it is. You'll meet some folks like that, man. Because they really want that stuff, but they just too lazy. They want someone to give it to them. They want it, but they just want someone to give it to them. They don't want to work towards getting it. And I'm not speaking on this just from someone else speaking on this. I had some brothers. I had two brothers. One 1 year younger and one 2 years older. both of them had the personalities of unsigned, artists. One of my brothers, my two oldest brothers, they had a little group. They were gonna get signed with No Limit in 2006. But one of my brother with the independent side was like, he didn't want to do this because it's just like No Limit signed a lot of people back then. It was just like it was over for them. It was just boring now. Nobody wanted to hear it. So them unsigned artists, they be hungry, but they ain't go get it. That's all. And I see it all the time, man. I work with some people who, man, I want this so bad, man. I'm just like, okay, I got some real good equipment. I mean, I'm already ahead of most of these people in the recording industry because I already know how to produce better than most of them. So I'm just like, usually you go to a studio, they charge you to record you by the hour. I'm like, if you serious about this, I record you for free. So I don't even waste time to record for money because money, I don't really care about money if it's not paying my bills, if it's extra. So those unsigned artists, they just too lazy because they hungry.
I mean, if they hungry, because let me ask you this, because a lot of people get the conception that if you're hungrier, you're going to work harder. But you just said the independent artists work harder, so why is that? Like, is there a reasoning behind it?
Independent artists work harder because that's what they are. They're independent. So if it's a guy, unsigned artist, if he's sitting on the couch and his mom at home, he hungry, Mom, go get me some food, please. Would you put me some in the microwave? Independent artist, he at home by himself. He hungry. He got to get up and go and get it because nobody there for him. His mom not there. He got to go and get it. No one's go get his food for him. That's basically what it is. In other words, unsigned artists, most of them are immature, I say immature and still waiting. Like, you probably met a lot of people that's like, man, when I get big, man. But you just like, you don't even have a CD out yet, It's like, when I get big, bro, watch, we gonna be on the ball and pull up in this Benz, you gonna be like, who is that? Just like, whatever, dude. So, yeah, they be home, but they just not, they too dependent.
Okay. So, being that you are an MTSU student, I'm sure that you've taken a lot of the experiences that you've seen here at MTSU and used it towards your music. What is one of the experiences that you've had here that's impacted you the most as far as music goes?
Man, I say, the life. Like I know I ain't rich or famous, but I be feeling like I'm living a life because I'm from the ghetto, the real ghetto, not the ghetto where it's fun and we so ghetto, it's this and this. I'm from the real ghetto where people don't even know about FAFSA, People don't know about simple stuff. So I find it, fascinating to live on the other side of the fence and, get the develop myself as an artist by seeing so many different struggles from people who not even from the ghetto. So, man, I think they help my music now because I can touch more people, my latest mixtape, I didn't really get to talk too much about that because I wrapped it up last semester. But, yeah, man, I feel like the new situations, the new people, different races being friends with so many different people from so many different places, so many different situations. I feel like that helped me now because, it's just like it's not just an all ghetto struggle world to me no more, It's just a struggling world. And you understand what true struggle is, once you lived on both sides of the fence. So I'm happy I came here, and that definitely helped me develop, my storyline, like the situations, the way shit happened, all kind of shit, So, yeah.
I like that. All right, so you being an artist, you just talked about you've seen the impact of like different things that people go through.
Yeah.
You as an artist, what do you feel like you bring to the table? Because I know when you was on the show, you said that you talked about people's struggles. But besides that, what do you feel like you bring to the table as an artist?
Besides that, I bring real competition, like a wake-up call to everybody. Like, it's still some ruthless lyrical rappers out here that, that you can't, you know, that you can't just try to be cool with or, you know, compromise with all the time. You know, it's just like some rappers out here don't care. They will take you out the game, not beat you up physically, but they will literally, lyrically end your career. You know, I feel like if people know that, they'll step their game up. They won't be so comfortable with even putting a filler line in their raps, you know, just to, I'm just going to write this again. They won't feel comfortable with that no more. So I feel like, man, you know, competition brings out the best in men and women. So I feel like, man, it will bring sales back up, you know, hip-hop back up, more people with eyes on hip-hop. You know, for instance, when Game and 50 Cent was beefing, it went crazy. Everything, magazine covers, this, blah, 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 because everybody knew them and both of them could rap at the time. I don't know what they're doing now. So, yeah, man, definitely that competition, you know, besides the struggle, because I wanted to bring a real person to the table. Let me put it like that, because it's just like, yeah, man, I talk about struggles and stuff, but it's still reality to me. And that's my album called My Reality, because I'm like, I can't just talk about struggles because I don't want people to label me as the guy who talk about struggles. You listen to it one time, you don't want to listen no more because it makes you so sad, you know. So it's just like, man, I just talk about real life. Sometimes I just want to be lyrical. Sometimes I want to talk about relationships. Sometimes I want to talk about struggles. But I bring a real person to the table. You know, I'm not one of those rappers you would look at and think I'd be in the club all night, or thinking I'd be with some other woman all night, or, you know, spending some money for no reason. You know, because that's what most people portray themselves as, just an image. You know, I don't want to bring an image. I want to bring a person. You know, so I'm like, man, you can say whatever you want. You know, basically to a lot of people, but you know, it's days where you really want to kick someone's ass. There's another day where you want to talk to your girlfriend. Like there's people. So that's what I want to bring, a real person. Cause ain't no way I could just talk about one thing. And like a lot of people, you can put a label on rappers. You can put a Birdman, talk about money. Lil Wayne, money, sex, and drugs. Drake, hard broke. You know, Jay-Z, I don't know. He just you know. Then Kanye West, creepy stuff. You know, he just like you can put an easy label on people, but I want them to just be like Too Cold, everything. You know, real life. You know, put a real label on me. You know, don't give me a category.
Okay. So I have a couple more questions.
All right.
I'm gonna wrap it up. Now, going back to beef.
Yeah.
Beef versus competition. A lot of the beefs today are silly.
Yeah.
Stupid. Do you think, when it comes to beef and competition, do you think that a lot of people get into beef so they don't have to get into a competition?
Yep. That's exactly it. I hate to even say this, like, for instance, Lil Boosie, you know, he's going to jail for life. The reason why is because there was beef. And he didn't want to face this competition. This guy was making money from, you know, having Lil Boosie as his competition. They were like, you the dude who against Boosie or whatever, or you making this shit for him? Yeah. You know, Lil Boosie was like, man, I'm gonna kill him. He messing up my money. You know, Boosie on beef, dude up on competition. Boosie killed him, and both of them gone. You know, so it's just like, yeah, like for instance, when rappers say, if somebody say my name, I don't say nothing back. You know, they act like I don't care, let him diss me. You know, this Jay-Z, he act like he's too good to respond to someone if they diss him, but really he just scared because he know if it becomes competition, they gonna start making money. That other artists gonna start making money, and Jay-Z gonna have to battle with that rapper, you know, back and forth. It's just like, yeah, they use that beef. They definitely use beef because they don't want to compete and they don't want to be like Ja Rule. You know, when 50 did to Ja Rule, they don't want to be like that because that's always gonna happen. You know, with this competition. What Nelly did to KRS One, you know, that's what happened with this competition. You can see him, you probably want to hit him, but you ain't finna send your boy over there to stab him. You probably want to hit him, you know, because he said something to offend you, but you like, I'm gonna murder you on my next track, you know. So yeah, people scared of that, man. They scared of their competition. They don't want that. They rather have beef where they be like, I ain't gonna make no diss track about you. I'm gonna punch you in your mouth when I see you, you know, because they want to still seem hard, but don't want to, you know, get beat at rapping.
Yeah, I don't I know that one. Alright. So next couple of questions.
Yeah.
You wasn't, well actually, first off, let me ask you this. Besides being an artist, you as a student, what groups are you in, or what groups would you like to get involved in?
It's weird, but not really. I was listening to the Word Up stuff, you know, because I can do poetry. I started poetry before rapping. But they not really doing, you know, they not really doing anything. So, really none. I just been trying to get this band together because it's just like I'm more of a musicians only type of person. Like if it got something to do with music or anything like that, I'm down with it. You know, I want to work with someone. But besides that, I really don't have normal friends because they go. So I'm not really social if it's not about music or anything like that. Because it's just like, you know, time is crazy when you're in school and trying to finish up stuff and or especially independent when you don't really have too many people telling you what's going down when and trying to catch everything, promote yourself. So yeah, it's just like I'm always working, you know. Good. And I got a job too, so shit. I'm always doing something.
Okay, but if you could be in any group, what group would you want to be in? Let's hear it into this year.
I don't even know no groups here. I don't even know any group.
I mean, because you got Word Up, you got the Frets, obviously. You got the business Frets. You got the musical Frets.
I couldn't be in a fraternity. I couldn't be in a fraternity.
Why you couldn't be in a fraternity?
Man, because it's a ghetto thing. I'm from the ghetto, and you'll have to live like in where I'm from to understand. Like in Memphis and South Memphis, where I'm from. You know, I was surrounded by gang life, a whole lot of like hardcore gang banging, crazy stuff going on. And then, you know, when I came to college, I've seen a lot of different fraternities, and I was like, this is just like it's like the baby version of a gang. That's how it is to me. I mean, you got the alphas. If you throw a banana on their car, it's disrespectful, whatever the hell. You know, you got they call themselves colors in the hood. The gangsters call this shit colors. You know, they wear the jackets with their letters on it.
Yeah.
Crips and Bloods wear the stuff with their stuff on it. You know, they got their special colors. Crips and Bloods and Vice Woods gangsters got their special colors, and they got the little calls, and then the Crips and Bloods and everything got their calls. So it's just like, man, I mean, it's just like I wouldn't be able to take it as serious, you know, because I was in a life or death situation. Because I can't say an ex-gangbanger because I don't feel like nobody hitting me up or nothing. Say I'm an inactive gangbanger, you know. I try to stay away from that crowd and all that stuff because I don't be feeling like dealing with them folks.